Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss the intense battle of the 2024 World Chess Championship. Game 5 showed psychological struggle and resilience from two giants, defending champion Ding Liren and rising star Gukesh Maraju. Following Gukesh's critical victory in Game 3, Ding was on pressure to respond and this game was an opportunity missed for the Chinese champion. Gukesh opens with the king's pawn, aiming for an option aggressive game. Ding responds with French defense, known for its solid defense structure, often leading to strategic battles. D4 and white establishes a strong pawn center, and black immediately D5 challenges it. The classic French setup begins. Gukesh played EX d5, option for exchange variation, which simplifies the pawn structure and can lead to symmetrical position. This is often seen as a relatively safe approach, though it reduces winning chances if both sides play precisely. Dings recaptures EX d5. Gukesh moved knight f3. Ding played knight f6. Both knights are developed, eyeing central squares and preparing for further development balance play so far. Gukesh moved bishop d3, develops the bishop to a strong diagonal, indirectly forcing pressure on s7. Ding responds with c5, challenging the center. Ding moves the c pawn to c4, creating space and forcing the bishop back. This is an effort to cramp white's position, particularly the light squared bishop. Gukesh plays bishop c2, then Ding plays bishop d6. The bishop backs away while retaining control of important squares. Ding develops his light squared bishop to attack h2 and enhance control over the center. Gukesh plays queen e2, plays a check to spoil black's development, but Ding offers a queen trade. This could easily simplify the structure to a more endgame like which Ding might prefer. Queen x c7, king x c7. The queens are traded, centralizing black's king early. This is a dangerous move, but in this opening simplified position, it could become an asset in the endgame. Gukesh castles secured the king while Ding activate his rook to the open e file. Ding Gukesh played rook e1 while takes the open file, but Ding moves king f8, king back calmly to safety. This avoids long-term tactical threats on the e file. Gukesh plays rook x e8. Ding plays king x e8. Another piece exchange. Ding's king remains centralized, useful for the endgame ahead. Gukesh develops his bishop to g5, develops actively pinning the knight and adding pressure. Ding defends with knight bd7, solidly preparing to complete development. Gukesh played knight bd2. Ding challenges the pin with h6, immediately asking the bishop to decide. Gukesh plays bishop h4. Ding's knight, then Ding played knight h5. Ding's knight aimed to trade Gukesh Good's light squared bishop and somewhat damage the attacking forces. Gukesh centralizes the rook again, but Ding retreats the king safely, preserving a robust defensive setup. Gukesh plays rather aggressively with g4, hoping to force the knight to retreat and in this move open a bit the king side. Ding's knight jumped to f4, attacking g2 and by putting pressure on white's position. Gukesh defended g2 by moving his bishop back to g3. Ding retreats the knight to b6, eyeing future access to key squares like c4 and pressuring d4. Gukesh played g4. White continues the kingside assault, pushing g5 to break open black's structure. Ding captures with hx g5, maintaining balance but allowing white's knight to activate. Gukesh played knight xg5, goes to an advanced post on g5, creating threats. Ding calmly develops his bishop to d7, completing the development and preparing for exchanges. Gukesh knight returned to f3, stabilizing the center and eyeing e5. Ding put his rook on e8, dominating the open file and indirectly eyeing e4. White's knight challenges the position with knight e5, seeking to create imbalance. Ding accepts the trade of knights with bishop xe5, removing some of White's central control. White recaptures and Ding's knight takes up a strong outpost at d3, attacking important pawns and dominating the center. White removes the strong knight, but Ding's pawn recapture on d3 creates a passed pawn, giving a black lot of endgame potential. Gukesh centralizes with f3. Ding's knight move over to c4, still eyeing v2 and b3 while holding central squares. Gukesh trades knights, further cleaning up the position. Ding still has his c4 pawn, a strong passed pawn in the endgame. Gukesh centralizes his rook to e4. Ding develops his bishop on c6, aiming at the f3 square and putting himself in the position to grab the pawn. White is pushing to try and break in the d file, but with bishop xf3 sacrificing, the bishop temporarily aims to have deep positional compensation for that and an active king. Gukesh plays king shifts over to f2 to protect the pawn. Ding's bishop moves back to c6 again, still dominating the long diagonal. Gukesh takes the c4 pawn, but Ding has used the rook over to d8 and taken the open file to pin the d4 pawn. Gukesh rook pushes to d4 to force rook exchange, which Ding accepts and simplifies to a pure end. After the rook exchange, Ding places his bishop at d5, and with it he controls the diagonal and limits White's king movement. Gukesh pushes b3 for stable pawn structure. Ding centralizes his king to e7 for endgame activity. Gukesh plays king e3, Ding plays key e6. Both players activate their kings and Ding intend to dominate the king side. Gukesh played king x d3, takes the pawn, but Ding's g6 fixes the black's kingside structure, blocking penetration. Gukesh king moves to support queenside pawns and Ding pushes a6 in preparation for the queenside push. White's king maneuvers to take control, but Ding's king f5 puts the black's king on the attack. Then Gukesh plays king e3 and Ding plays king e6. Both kings dance with an easily upset balance. Ding's king patrols the central key squares. White responds with the king retreating back to d3, but Ding's king f5 shows his intention to break through eventually. Then Gukesh played king e3 again. Ding played king e6 again, a repeating move positions suggesting strategic cautions, and it leads to another draw. This game was a battle of positional finesse at the highest level, particularly in the exchange variation of the French defense. Gukesh and Ding showed deep understanding and endgame expertise, early simplifications notwithstanding. Ding's control and active king maintained equilibrium to the point where it became a well-fought draw. The player's ability to switch between middle game and endgame themes easily point to their elite caliber in this World Chess Championship. Thank you so much.